in the rhythm changes, you have this. You have the framework of right.
Right.
We just took those two bars. How many ways can we do those two bars?
Right.
Now, we've talked, I think, before that there's four different ways that you can easily get variation out of this, right? What are the four ways?
Variation. Rhythm.
Change the rhythms. Okay.
Yeah, change the rhythms. The other way is oh my gosh, I'm blanking. Is one of them would be what's it called? Substitutions?
I think you're trying to say alteration.
Alterations. Yes, that is the word I'm trying to
You do
I'm
some
looking
altering
for.
on the dominants, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The other way, direction.
Direction. Yes, that's the one.
Directions. And using a different part of the range of the horn or more of the range of the horn.
Yeah.
Those
Yes.
all can help. Well, then let's just take direction to start with. I would start with that.
Okay.
What can I do with direction? Okay, what is the framework? We did up, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, right?
Right.
Okay, well, what else do we do? What if we went up, down, up, down? What if we went down, up, up, down, down, up, down? Let's say up, up, yeah.
Okay.
How many different directional things could you get out of four chords and two measures?
Um, for there's a math equation, but I don't know.
Yeah. I asked one student that, and he said, "I think 64." But then one of my math whiz students came in, and he said, "No, it's 16."
4 times 4, yeah.
Yeah, but yeah. So you got two directions. You got four chords, but anyway, the what do you call those permutations?
Yeah.
Permutations that are possible are a 16. So you can actually sit down and map out all 16 ways on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
First, you could start with the one we've been using as the framework: up, up, down, up. Then you can say, okay, now I'm going to go up, up, down. I'm going to go up, down. Let's see, let's go down, up, down, up. How about down, down, up, down, up, down? I don't think we did that one yet, but you'd have to put it on paper to remember for sure if you did it or not before. But
Right.
see if you could figure out all 16 ways that you could change the directions, and then sit there and practice that.
Okay. That sounds really fun, actually.
And it really gives you a lot of chops for the kind of thing that we're trying to do with the turnaround here, because the turnaround is nearly the same thing as these first two measures of the rhythm changes.
Yeah.
The turnaround on the blues, nearly the same as these.
Right.
So, I'd like you to get the whole framework, and then, like I said last time, do it until you're sick of it.
Okay.
But then the next step after that is what we've been trying to do with these last two measures on the blues, is how many different ways can you play this thing?
Right.
And I would start with direction. Then I would say, okay, what if I used more range? And so you might have to do some of those directional things.
Right.
But let's say I still go up, up, but instead of going up, up this way, I go up, up this way.
Okay.
They
Right.
always resolve over at least one note over the bar line there. You know how you're going to get out of it to the next chord. But,
Right.
yeah. And you could also do stuff like, okay, I'm going to play down, 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 up. What if I play down, 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 down? Then I've got to start high. See?
Right. Right.
So the second thing I would use is more range of the horn, so that your directional things not only change direction, but they also yield different results in terms of the registers that you're using.
Right.
So that'd be
Right.
the second way. And the third way would be to change up the rhythm. So now,
Okay.
I think we had this discussion a while back a little bit, but how many different ways can you play four notes in two beats? And see, the first way we're using is four eighth notes in two beats. Okay, what else could I do with that?
Um, you could go ba ba da da. You could add it.
So a quarter and a triplet.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah. I could do an eighth rest and an eighth note in a triplet. Ba-da-da-da.
Right.
Uh, I could do rest, da 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 da, 4/16 notes. So I'm playing double time on it. Rest.
Okay. Yeah. There's a bunch of different.
Yeah, and you probably find a few more ways, but that gets you started. And then after a little while, you say, what if I didn't play all four notes? How many
Mm,
ways can I play three notes? So
right.
let's say instead of going, maybe I'm just going. So I did a quarter and two eighth notes. Ba da boo da. Well, I could also do a quarter and triplet. Ba da da da. I could do an eighth quarter eighth syncopation. Ba da boo da.
Yeah.
I could do rest. Ba da da da. Triplet.
Right.
Rest triplet. I mean, again, you can sit down and map this out on a piece of paper. How many different rhythms could I do if I only do three notes? Okay, how many different rhythms can I do if I do two notes?
Right.
Rest, rest, two and da ba da ba da. Just do rest and then two and. I could go dot dot dee ba doo da ba da. Two quarter notes. I could go.
Right.
I could go two syncopated quarter notes. Bop bop, bop bop. In other words, I'm playing both those. So it's not a quarter note anymore, but I'm playing. It's more like playing eighth rest, eighth note, eighth rest, eighth note.
Right.
You know, and we got the
Yeah.
a lot of stuff you can do. Another one of my favorites on the two notes would be playing a dotted quarter and then an eighth note, which is actually built into the framework for this.
Okay.
No, that's not how we did it. That was a dotted quarter, take a breath, and an eighth note to lead me on.
Yeah.
So we built into the framework a little example of that right there. It's a dotted quarter and then an eighth, and you got a chance to take a breath.
Right.
That
Yeah.
always works good.
Yeah.
Then you say, okay, what if I did one note? You know,
Right.
be a half note, be a quarter note, be a quarter rest and a quarter note, be a
Right.
quarter rest. You know, it can be an eighth note, and the rest is rest. Whatever.
Yeah.
You can kind of. There's not a big difference between a quarter note and an eighth note though, because dot is dot.
Right.
But you get the picture. You can try some different rhythmic stuff.
Yeah. Okay.
The fourth thing we talked about that you mentioned is alteration. You can get some variety by altering. The problem is that most of the altering we would always do would be on the dominant chord, right?
Right.
Okay, so what is our chord progression here? We're thinking G major, G sharp diminished 7, but that's really E7 flat 9.
Right. Which is,
It's already altered.
yeah.
We go A minor, and then we go B flat diminished 7. Well, A sharp diminished 7. That's really F sharp dominant 7 flat 9. It's already altered. In other words,
Yeah.
on the first two measures, alteration isn't going to be one of the things you try to do much because you're not going to alter on the major chord.
Right.
You could play a major 7 on the minor chord, the 2 chord, but it's probably not the right thing to do here right? Most of the time. I mean,
Okay.
you just don't have alteration as much of a possibility on this.
Right.
But on measures 3 and 4, which we'll do later, we got 2-5-2-5, and these dominants can be altered up to hilt. So
Right.
we'll use alteration a lot when we go to majors 3 and 4. But for now, try to get the whole framework, and then just use majors 1 and 2, and see
Okay.
how many different variations you can get for majors 1 and 2 only. But remember, majors 1 and 2 always include one more note over the bar line.
Okay.
How you're going to get to the B minor.
Okay. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah.
All right. I'm feeling really happy about what you've done with the blues. You've done a lot of really good things. I think that you're going to not, I mean, you never lose working on the blues. You know, you work on that your whole life.
Right.
And
Right.
always more and more ideas to absorb. But we got a good foothold into it, and I would just keep playing it.
Okay.
It seemed like might have been you. I was telling about Dick Oates when I took a lesson with Dick Oates years ago. And Dick said, every day I come in and I play the blues. That's the first thing I do.
Yeah.
Play blues every day. Gets me in touch with my horn.
Yeah. Yeah. You told me that.
And then I go to work on whatever I'm working on that day.
Right.
You could kind of make that a practice where you play some blues every day and start playing it in different keys and stuff and keep working on it constantly. But then what you want to do is just keep working on new things. And in this case, rhythm changes.
Okay.
So do you still remember the whole framework?
Yeah. I have it all written down, and I have the lesson from last time.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. So get that framework really. I know you didn't say you had a lot of time this week, but get that framework really ingrained. You know,
okay. Yeah. That'll be my focus this week.
and the
And
focus is going to be how many ways can we vary the framework?
right.
And
Right.
okay, and we talked about a lot of ways to vary measures 1 and 2 today. That's where you start.
Okay.
But get the framework first, and then next time I want to talk about ways to vary measures 3 and 4,
Okay.
which is also measures 7 and 8.
Yeah.
So you get most of the A section. I also want to see if we have time. I want to get to a lot of ways to vary that bebop scale in the bridge.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
get the bebop scales down solid in the bridge too.
Okay. I will do that.
I'm going to give you
Okay.
a lot of different variations on that.
Right. Okay.
Okay,
Sounds
so the
good.
next lesson will be pretty fun.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. See ya.
See ya.